Blessed be Coven and welcome to the mat. My name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch. Thank you for joining me here today as I guide through a beautiful, healing, gentle, delicious, nourishing, all those good things 25-minute flow to honor the new moon. So the new moon is a time of healing, it's a time of new beginnings, a time of reflection, and it is a beautiful time to make some magic through your movements. So in today's practice, we're going to open up the heart, we're going to open up the hips and just kind of get lost in the flow to glow, and dedicate a little bit of time to not only honoring the new moon, but to also honor ourselves. So for today's practice, you're going to get yourself set up all cozy. Grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself some candles to bring in that fire element, and you're also going to need a pillow, a bolster, or a block, anything that kind of works for you today. And when you're ready, Coven, I will meet you back here in just a moment to flow and honor the new moon. Okay, my darlings, so to begin today's practice, you're going to come in to a child's pose just at the back of the mat. Bring those big toes to touch, take the knees wide, and placing that bolster or pillow or block, we're going to rest the body down. So this pillow is going to take the weight of the chest. Relax the head. And almost kind of create a little bit of comfort with those arms. So instead of keeping them out straight, we're going to kind of create ourselves a little bit of a pillow. Relaxing the body all the way down. As we take a deep inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale all the way out. Just giving yourself a couple of moments to bring your mind to the mat. Maybe tuning out from any kind of distractions going on around you, especially if you're doing this yoga at home. And start to become aware of the rhythm of your breath. Maybe the sound of music you have playing. The sensations going on in your body, if there's any areas of stiffness or tightness, or maybe if you're just feeling tired or anxious. That's okay. Beginning to create beautiful long breaths in and beautiful long breaths out. With our breath, we start to really come into the sacred space of our mat, and we really start to connect with all of those who've joined us here today as an online coven. Feeling a sense of gratitude for being here in this moment. A sense of joy to honour the new moon. And then from here, we're going to get a little stretch in the shoulders, Coven. We're going to stretch out that left arm. And we're going to thread that right arm all the way underneath, coming to lie on that bolster, on that block of support. Inhale. We move through center. Exhale, switch sides. Beautiful. Inhale. Move into the center. Press left hand to the mat. And from here, we're going to roll that body all the way to a tabletop position. Just popping that pillow to one side for now. And from here, we're going to drop those hips. Come first into an upward facing dog. Finding length through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, tuck toes under, send the hips to the heels, child's pose once more. Taking this just a couple more times. Inhale to roll the body forwards, Find upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck toes under, hips to heels. Beautiful, keep taking it. Working with the rhythm of your breath, inhaling to roll forward, exhaling to send it back. Beautiful. Before we inhale to roll the body all the way forwards and then gently move on to those forearms, coming in to our Sphinx pose. And today in our Sphinx pose, stacking those elbows under the shoulders, we're going to flip the palm to the sky and bend that left leg into alignment with the hip, flexing the foot here and coming into half a frog pose. So not just allowing the body to kind of fall over to the right hand side, pull that hip down and begin to open it up, lift the gaze. So we're opening up the heart chakra here, we're connecting with that root chakra, and we're also starting to connect with that lunar phase by lifting the crown chakra high to the sky. With our palms faced up towards the sky, we start to draw in this healing energy. And if we've come to the mat today with any questions, maybe something playing on our mind, let these palms start to draw in the answers from the moon. Three more breaths. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And here we're going to make a strange little transition by sliding left hand forward once more. We're going to thread the right arm underneath, but not coming to lie on the chest. We're going to roll that left arm all the way behind us so the body automatically comes into a twist here. Inhale. Yes, exhale. Slide the left leg out and roll the body into our Sphinx pose. Flip the palms to the sky and bend into that right leg. Keep the chest lifted. Two more breaths. Moving with intention today, with awareness of the magic in our minds and our bodies, Coven. Before we send right hand forward, thread the left arm underneath, and this time we take a twist over to the right hand side, so extend the right arm. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, slide right leg out and move back to that Sphinx pose once more. This time, finding a little bit of a hamstring stretch, we're going to flip the palms down to the earth. Bring right hand to the center, bend the left leg and reach around to find the foot here. Start pulling that heel close to the hips, getting that gorgeous stretch. Remember, if you can't find it, that is okay. You can find the leggings to pull it closer. Use a strap. Holding for 3, for 2, beautiful, for 1, release the back leg, switch sides, bend into the right leg and start to draw the heel close. Holding for 3, holding 2. Beautiful, 1, relax right leg down, bring both palms one on top of the other and relax the forehead down, giving the hips a wiggle, bend the knees and take some ankle rolls. Any kind of wiggles here that feels good to you. Relax the legs down, hands come next to the chest. We first inhale to find our way into upward facing dog. Beautiful. Exhale, bend those knees, lift the hip bones to the sky and meet me in your first downward facing dog for the practice. Beginning to pedal out those legs here, bending one knee, bending another. before we bring the big toes to touch. Inhale to send the right leg all the way to the sky. Exhale to bend this knee into the chest and step between the thumbs. Keep the back leg up as we sweep both arms up and overhead. Inhale. Exhale, pivot that back foot into your warrior two. Bend deep into this front knee. Before we extend the front leg, keep this top hip lifted and transition our way into Trikonasana pose. Gaze all the way to those top fingertips. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, bend deep into the front knee. Sweep right arm up and overhead. Reverse warrior, wrap left arm behind the body. Roll back to warrior two and testing our balance, we inhale to sweep both arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center and we start to take a twist over to the right hand side, not hooking the elbow this time. Keep the back leg lifted. Keep that twist. Inhale. Exhale, lower that back knee down. Untuck those toes, sink deep into that front knee and keep that twist. Holding for 3, for 2. On your 1, hands frame front foot, lift the right toes up and extend the leg. Left hand stays down. We pull this right arm all the way up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bend deep into this front knee, and from here we're going to pivot left toes over to the left hand side. Walk that right foot out and slide it all the way behind you. Option to lift up and find a full body stretch. Option to bend that knee, find the foot and open up. Whoop, the spine. Holding for 3. Holding for 2. Yes, on your 1, relax right hand down, bring both knees to the mat and let's take a mini vinyasa on those knees. Bend the elbows, lower all the way down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Big toes come to touch. Inhale, we sweep left leg high to the sky. Exhale, draw this knee to the chest. Step between the thumbs. First we lift a high lunge. Yes, and then pivot our way into our warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, extend the front leg and explore your Trikonasana pose. Keep this top hip lifted. Open up the heart and gaze towards the fingers, Coven. Holding 3. Yes, working with a block or that pillow if you need. For 2. For 1, wrap right arm behind the body. Left arm floats up and overhead. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale. First we come back to warrior 2 before we sweep those arms up and overhead and then bring them to heart center. Keep that length in the spine as you twist over to the left hand side and we lower that back knee down and tuck in the toes. Gorgeous movements. Inhale. Exhale, bring the body to the center, frame that front foot, lift the toes up, right hand stays down, we pull this left arm all the way up towards the sky. Inhale. Yes, exhale, bend into that front knee, pivot right toes to the right hand side and we slide that left leg all the way out, finding either a full body stretch or bend the knees, take hold of the foot and open up the spine. Holding 3, holding 2, and 1. Relax left hand down, relax the knees to touch and take your vinyasa. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, come back to downward facing dog straight away. And from here, we're going to take our gaze to the top of the mat, maybe jumping, maybe taking a beautiful big step forwards. Inhale to create length. Exhale, bend the knees, roll the body to standing, arms flow up and overhead to a mini back bend. Before we bring hands to heart center, keeping the hips as square to the top of the mat as you can go, we take a twist over to the left hand side and open up those arms. Inhale. Exhale, float those arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist over to the right hand side. Inhale, bring the body to the center, bend the knees, forward fold. With control from here, we begin to lift the left leg high to the sky. Option to stay here in a standing split. Option to bend that left leg, find the foot, and open up the spine in sugarcane. Holding 3, holding 2. On your 1, step back with that left leg, and we roll straight away into warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale. Explore Trikonasana pose. Maybe this time wrapping the left arm behind the back. Gaze towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Bend into the front knee. Reverse warrior. Gorgeous movements. Yes. Exhale. We roll back to warrior 2. And then from here, we're going to point those front toes off to the side a little bit. Lift the left toes up and briefly explore Skandasana. Sitting nice and low. Holding here for 3. Holding here for 2. On your 1, hands frame front foot. We pivot on the tippy toes and step back, this time to twisted sugarcane. Left hand stays to the mat, right hand finds left foot. Open up the spine. Inhale. Yes, exhale, forward fold. Inhale to gaze forwards. On your exhale, this time we lift the right leg up, bending the knee and moving to sugarcane. Holding 3, holding 2, and 1. Step back with that right leg and move in to warrior 2. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Explore Trikonasana. Wrap the right arm behind the back. Exhale. Sweep left arm up and overhead. Reverse warrior. Beautiful movements, Coven. Inhale. Exhale. Briefly come back to warrior 2. Before we pivot those front toes off to the right hand corner, bend into that front knee and begin to explore Skandasana. Holding here for 3, for 2, and for 1. Hands frame front foot, pivot on the toes, and we step right leg all the way back to the sky. This time, find your twisted sugarcane. Can't find my foot. Left hand finds right foot. Open up the spine for 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. On our inhale, we gaze forwards. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back 1 leg, step back another for the final vinyasa. Maybe you drop from the top by bending the elbows lower all the way down. Inhale, find upward facing dog. Exhale, bend the knees, cross those legs behind you and move in to a seated position. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale, we take a twist over to the left hand side, right hand, left knee. Inhale, float those arms up and overhead. Exhale, twist all the way over to the right hand side. Inhale, move the legs to the center. We're going to bend the knees and wrap our arms all the way under the legs. Relax the head down, coming into our angel pose here. Giving ourselves a little bit of love, gratitude, acknowledgement for coming to the mat. And also really embracing all that beautiful new moon energy that we feel radiating through our bodies, through our souls, our spirits, our practice. When you're ready from here, you can cross those ankles once more to a cross-legged position, or you can come in to a hero's position with me, sitting back on the heels. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, and you're going to flip the palms up towards the sky. If you prefer classic Shavasana, as always, darlings, this is your practice. You can come to lie all the way flat on the back. But listening to my voice, eyes are closed, we begin to slow down that breath, making our exhales longer than our inhales. Breathing in through the nose and breathing out. Imagining that every time we inhale, we feel a sense of serenity all the way in our bodies, filling us up with that sense of joy. And with our exhales, we feel the weight of the world just coming off our shoulders, slipping away. Feeling in this very moment, the world balanced, chakras realigned, attuned with the coven, and grateful for how magical you are. Closing this practice with a beautiful deep inhale and a slow exhale. We bring the hands to prayer, thumbs between the eyebrows, and bow low with gratitude to those who joined us on the mat, to ourselves for coming here, and to the new moon above us for all the magic that she has lent us today. Thanking you so much, my darlings, for allowing me to guide you through today's new moon practice. I hope you feel reset, restored, relaxed, in awe and in gratitude of the magic of your body, the most important, the magic of your mind. And thanking you so much again for joining me here today. Oh, just overwhelmed with gratitude right now. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, I do upload 3 free flows a week, and I would appreciate any little support to help this coven grow. Maybe a like, a subscribe, a comment, anything at all. But I do upload a new moon and a full moon practice every single month, and I have a brand new course over on my website, theyogywitch.com, called Wake the Witch, a 7-day yoga challenge. So you can find out more about that in the description box below. But I hope this new moon brings you everything that you desire and everything that you deserve. From the bottom of my heart, blessed be.